Hey lads, I hope you're all doing well, because I'm not. I've been kinda getting my ass kicked by, all the work I have to do, so I decided I needed to do something that's like, hopefully short and sweet. So this is Dare to Dream, Chapter 1, or Volume 1. Good enough. A very, very strange, unusual adventure game. Let's have a quick look at the story so far. Ah yes, Tyler Norris. A truly interesting case indeed. Why do you ask? Really? I was not aware such events have occurred. The young man's mother called me at dawn one cold winter morning. She said something was wrong with her son. He kept mumbling the same words over and over. Christian is coming. Consider him, for he hates me with cruel hatred. I don't want to see him, meet him, or become him. He must be stopped. I told her to bring him to my office that instant. When they arrived, he was still shaking and talking gibberish. His eyes were practically bursting out of their sockets. He was white with fright, and his clothes were drenched with sweat. Let me tell you, I'd never seen anyone like this before. And I'm not one for the old school, but hypnosis was the only solution I could think of. I brought him back from where he was and began to ask him questions. Slowly, one at a time. Where are you? There, his lair. Oh Lord, help me, is he dead? Terry. I rolled around to his horrified mother. Who is Terry? I demanded. His best friend. Sort of, she managed to whisper. Never mind, I'm losing him. I interrupted as I continued my questioning. What do you see? I asked. Blood. Oh, so much redness. Chains. Skeletons. Pain. Help me, I'm falling. Tyler, where are you falling to? I don't know. A field. I'm happy here. I don't want to leave. I want to play. Please, help me. I need to find him. The child leapt off the chair, howling, then collapsed on the floor, asleep. Hours later, I woke him and asked him what happened. What dreams, visions of his own mind had he seen? He relayed what little he had remembered. Your eyes languidly drift shut as the day ends. How much stress can a young boy be put under? First the grades, then the paper route, and of course the loss of a father that has been eating away at you for the past 8 months. You're now the man of the house. Awfully big responsibility for a kid who turns 11 in 2 weeks. Life sure couldn't get any worse. Your last thought is interrupted as you burst into a dream. Every night for the past week, you have been having increasingly more intense and realistic dreams. Last night, it was almost as if you were actually there. You wonder what this night could possibly have in store. Stormy, uneasy clouds greet you as you fall deeper and deeper into the depths of your soul. Lightning flashes, yet there is no rain. You see lights, thousands of them, coming at you faster than a freight train. You hold your arms up to your face to shield it, and wham! You collapse on a wet floor. It seems as if you're in a city, an absurd city of the mind. You get up dust yourself off and try to tell yourself it's only a dream. As your feet echo a pitter-patter down the alleyway, you are Tyler, the confused young boy trying to understand his own thoughts. Certain events have thrown things awry, and now they must be fixed. Explore places in his mind he has created, meet his imaginary friends, and eventually find a way out of his twisted dream. Beware, for although many happy thoughts are present, there is another side to the coin, yet to be seen in all of us. As we all know, a beautiful dream can suddenly turn into a horrible nightmare. Well, there we go. That pretty much sums up the story so far. It's definitely quite a bit darker than you would expect from, like, especially from a game from like around the 90s. Now let's get into it. Okay, here we go. I had to do a bit of tinkering to get everything to work. Sadly, the music seems to be tiny bit broken. I tried to fix it, couldn't find any other way. So this is gonna have to do. Righty-ho, so this is a fairly non-standard adventure game. You essentially have your screen layout here. This is everything you interact with. For example, a pair of polka-dotted underwear hang from the clothesline. I'm pretty sure we can steal these. Yeah. You leap up and tug the underwear off the clothesline. The west wall has some graffitis painted and sprayed on the deteriorating stucco. Alley is full of garbage, such as newspapers, boxes, and banana peels. Don't think there's anything else here. East wall has a lone window, with a laundry line that it's attached to. Some spray paint is on the wall. TGS. Weird. Seems to be it. This is essentially where we landed into, deep into Tyler's mind. This leads us into Buff's Bar and Auto Repair, which is a bit of a strange combination, but if it works, it works. The front of Buff's is almost over-decorated. 2 small pine bushes are planted on either side of the door. The window has a small neon sign that reads Spud Light, because if it doesn't have potatoes, it just isn't Spud. Yeah. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be that much to see here. The building stretches off into the night sky. To the inside of Buff's. Sure. Buff's bar seemed to be fairly empty. Various bar-like apparatus spots the bottom floor of Buff's. I see. Is there anything to mess around with? Buff's is unusually dead tonight. It's usually the hottest spot in town, where all the lounge lizards go to meet friends and influence people. As you can tell, the kid sort of tells the story as if he's pretty much used to this place. I think that's because he is in fact used to this place, because he tends to go inside his own mind, make up these worlds. The second floor of Buff's is for employees only, which I can't really get into. So we are gonna have to leave that for now. Let's see what's at the west side of town. Oh boy. These cones are nothing compared to the ones in the window. Yeah. You don't say. Although it's pretty dead here, looks like there are some people in the buildings to the north. There's a bunny. Is that Roger Rabbit? Maybe that's, shit, I forgot her name. His wife. Redhead. Giant bazongas. It's gonna come back to me. The advertisement says crack cola. The street scene is just as quiet as the others, eerily abandoned. And it seems like the only way for us to go would be this way, to Pier 69. Okay? I didn't quite catch that as a kid. I guess the developer had like that kind of humor. No. The pier is fairly well kept, in fact, quite nice compared to the alley. A closed garage fills the front of Pier 69's warehouse, and the music is a bit ominous. Old Dock to the north. Sure. A huge moon fills the night sky. The cool sea breeze makes you shiver. The harbor is abandoned, except for a small tugboat anchored. The only sound comes from the waves, gently lapping at the shore. There's something on the boat that smells pretty raunchy. What? Oh shit, you flop an oversized herring over the side of the boat that's been dead for quite some time. Can I take it? Nah, a rotting fish. Sweet. Oh, I'm in my pajamas, that's a bit awkward. No one is inside the boat right now. The side of the pipe are caked with grime. Well, there's not that much for us to do right here. Interestingly, I have finished this first episode when I was a kid. But I don't think I ever finished the second and the third one. So I never really got a satisfying conclusion to the story. Peering into Vinny's reveals that nobody's inside. This looks like the shop your Uncle Vinny used to own. Usually, Vinny's is always open, and there are hundreds of wondrous flowers in the front. Now it's empty. The florist shop is closed permanently. Looks like business went too good. Well then, a small drainage grate leads water into the sewers. Let's go in. You can't fit into a small hole. Let's see. These could be the stupidest pair of underwear you've ever seen. You've never been one to sniff underwear, but it smells April fresh. Phew, something's wrong in the state of Denmark. This blue herring must have been sitting dead in the boat for weeks. Is this some sort of phallic symbol? You're asking me. I mean, it's a herring. For the heck of it, you stick the tail of the fish into the door and turn, and voila, the door swings open. How absurd. And thus we meet our first NPC. This is Buff. The garage at Buff's looks more like an inventor's lab than an auto repair shop. Buff leans against the north wall, arms folded. A bright red tool chest locked sits against the north wall. Okay. What's this? Okay, I guess we're gonna go talk to the guy. Buff leans against the north wall. He's got an attitude problem. Don't do what above? Oh yeah. Don't shove like a rotten herring into his face. Hey buddy, where am I? In my bar. Where do you think? Disneyland. I mean, the man's got a point. Is this a dream or what? This kid's brilliant. Actually, yes and no. You see, your overactive imagination is starting to come to life. You got to put a cap on it, or else something bad might happen. Are you for real? What a cement head. No, but if you don't control your dreams, I will be. Not to mention a lot of other characters, friendly and unfriendly. Find a way to stop this from happening, or he might come through. Ooh. Is this supposed to be like a Freddy Krueger kind of thing? A small jar sits next above. Can I have it? Your relief buff was a jelly. Sweet, that sounds a bit lewd, but there you go. You borrowed this industrial-sized jar of petroleum jelly from Buffs. He claimed it was for auto repair, but you wonder otherwise. On the back of the container it reads, "Caution, do not use while operating heavy machinery." You wonder what it means by that. Can I give it back to him? I don't want it back. Yeah, okay. How about I shove the underwear in your face? Okay. I actually do remember what to do with the jelly. I don't remember all of the puzzles, but there you go. We actually have to use the jelly to get into the grate. And thus we enter the sewers, which is a tad creepy. The putrid dank sewers reek of waste. A stale breeze pours out of the hole to the north. And thus we have 2 more ways to go. First we go to the dumping ground. Yeah, this isn't a very happy place. You have no recollection of ever thinking of a place like this. Mold creeps on the walls, and the only light is provided by a small bulb hanging in the middle of the room. Look at that. Bright yellow cans of toxic waste are stacked all around you. One is spilled, the smell burns your nostrils. The ooze burns your nostrils every second you're here. You go to peer in the barrel, but slime's in the way. Well then, maybe we should find a way to sort of freshen up the place. There you go. I'm assuming we're not taking it back, yeah. You step on the underwear to look inside a barrel, which reveals a shotgun. Because why not? There we go, we actually have a shotgun now. Now this is interesting. A double-barreled 12-gauge pump-action sawn-off shotgun. You let out a sinister laugh whenever you point this monster around. Looks like we're gonna have to shoot some fools. But first, can we move in here? You can't fit in such a small... Can I still use the jelly? There we go. Ooh. We have Crocodile Man. The slimy walls of the sewer are covered in graffiti. We can exit if we want to, but you know, we have Crocodile Man right here. The sewer crocodile eyes you up and down. Can I... Sarsipius, is that his name, apparently. Can I give him the fish? Maybe he wants some food. Yeah. Never mind. Hi Doom, buddy. What are you drinking? An antacid solution I mixed up just this morning. Had a long night last night, yes siree. What do you know about the sewers? There's a windmill yonder. And beyond that is a chasm with one heck of a rickety bridge. Beware though, cause in that there windmill is one big flying rodent. Okay? Have you ever heard of Zone 66 or Solar Winds? I actually did. I think I have both of those games. Of course, who hasn't? There are 2 unbelievable new games from that number uno terror game company, Epic Mega Games. Yeah. Sure, I think I'm gonna have to play Solar Winds at some point. It's not a great game, but it's interesting enough. And there we go, we got to meet Sarsipius. Might as well continue. The walls of the sewer are grimy and greasy. This is the tunnel leading out of the sewers. At the end of the tunnel, you can see sunlight. Odd, how just south of here, it was nighttime. A fading sign reading exit is painted on the wall. Sure, let's get out of here. Look at this, isn't this a happy place? Suddenly it's daytime outside. Your eyes adjust well to the brightness. Before you stands a windmill, and flowers grow here and there. making a rather serene picture. Sure, why not? The small windmill seems to be broken, as the sails remain still. Can I get in there? I suppose I can. There we go. Ooh, it does indeed have like a huge bat thing. A huge evil-looking bat hangs from the ceiling and watches you closely. Jesus. The light is incredibly warm on your hands. The herring won't cook under indirect sunlight. Yeah, I was willing to bet. The inside of the windmill appears a lot larger than the outside. The floor is a sort of cobblestone, and a pine table sits in the bottom right part of the room. Skulls are piled on it. Light pierces inside from the small window. Can I actually do something to the skulls? I do believe I can. There we go, we pull a skull out of the pile. Can I shoot the bat? No effect, yeah. Somehow I doubt that, honestly. Can I give the herring to the bat? No. Okay, let's get out of here. There's a chasm right here. It seems a bit evil. The sprawling chasm before you seems to whisper dark forebodings in your ear. Every time you peer into it, you are overcome with an incredible feeling that something hideous is awaiting you. You can't maintain your balance on the bridge, you fall into a chasm. And there we go. Luckily, this is not one way, we can actually get back out of here. However, the pond glows with a life of its own, almost as if there's much more to it. Apparently, I would need to find something to throw into the pond. Not too sure what though. Can I... Oh, there we go. The skull is flawless, almost as if it was cast in a sort of plaster. However, you flip it over, and the dried blood on the back reveals it is genuine. Can I sort of... There we go. You're not going swimming quite yet, so I'm assuming I'm still missing something. Strange psychedelic mushrooms grow all around you. Better not eat one, yeah. I mean, they're not necessarily dangerous if you know for sure that they're supposed to be psychedelic. It's a pretty red flower. Can I use something on the flower? Apparently not. I'm gonna have to find a way to cut that flower down. I don't quite remember how. For now, let's just go back. We've got some dude to sort of set straight, don't we? Can I talk to you again? You don't have anything new to say, do you? Yeah. However, you've got no reason to shoot Buff. Oh, I see. I was like sure that was the thing. Hold on, I still have a different plan. I have like vague memories of things that are supposed to happen. I think maybe. Yeah, there we go. You toss the skull out the window and it shatters. Sweet. The glass is razor sharp and could probably cut almost everything. It's from the pane glass window, yeah, from the shop. And I'm pretty sure I know what to do with that. There we go, that gives us a flower. The flower smells nice and looks even nicer. You feel guilty about stealing it, but then you remember this is your dream. Okay. And now, the hell, what do I do with this flower? I have some vague ideas, but... You hold the flower up to the bat, and it turns to stone. Okay. Not sure why, but... There we go, we have a frozen bat. Entirely not too sure why. Alright, so we have a few very strange, unconnected things that are going on, but I just remembered. We still have to mess around with this boat. I think I can actually shoot the glass. There we go. You blast the window out with a gun, hoping no one heard the shot. Something flies out of the smokestack and lands in the water. Oh, there we go. Something's in the water. You can't reach it. I'm gonna have to find a way to get to that. No effect on the window. I'm gonna have to find like something to fish it out. Oh, here we go. Maybe Buff can help us. Let's see. There's something in the hopper that I need to get. Do you have any fishing gear? Why would I give it to you? Because gun. Because fucking 12 gauge. There you go. Oh, poor lad. Poor lad. I'm assuming he's not too happy about that. Yeah. Well, at least that allows us to continue. Let's see, we have some fishing gear now. Which gives us a small oxygen tank. The tank may be coated with seaweed, but the gauge shows it's completely full. And I'm assuming we know what to do with that. Okay, here we go. We can actually go underwater now. The scene before you is certainly a strange one indeed. Fish occasionally swim by, and the seaweed blankets the sandy pond floor. Stepping stones lead north to an underwater cave. What's up with the tiny hermit crab? Can I have it? No. Oh, come on, can I not have it? Can I just take him? No. Oh well. I'm not too sure if I can do anything to the crab. I don't think so, actually. Can I turn him to stone? No. Oh, well, I shouldn't mess with the poor crab. Oh, look at that! It's like a very friendly shark man. The walls of the cave are covered in coral and barnacles. The inside of the cave is dark and dreary, as little light penetrates this far below water. Seaweed grows here and there, the only exit is to the south. Let's have a chat with the shark. Do I know you? Maybe. I'm just another part of your mind, like Buff or anyone else around here. You're dreaming, kiddo. His name is Prince, apparently. How do I wake back up? You need a special key to use out the gate. So where's the key? I just might know if you persuaded me with something I tell you. Oh, I think I have just the thing. Can I give him the fish? There you go. He hands you a strange key. He actually had the key. Look at that. A crazed sense of deja vu comes over you when you examine this key. It is a perfectly crafted, flawless ceramic unicorn, with a gold key coming out of its legs. Strange. Do you have anything more to say about it? How is the fish? Yeah, well... what do I do with the key? The only thing I can really think of is to shove it in this light. No. Well then, I'm completely out of ideas. I'm gonna have a look around. Oh, look at that! There's a dude in buffs now. How you doing, man? An old fellow sits on the bar stool, half cocked. It looks a mite bit too strange for you to talk to, okay? A helium tank sits behind the bar. I didn't notice that before. What do I do with that? What do I do with the key? Strange. What do I do with the dude? Do I do anything with the dude? Hey, Buff man. I'm assuming he doesn't want to talk. Yeah, he's a bit whiffed about what I did before. Dude rips out a massive herb. Are you drinking a cocktail? Is that a good idea? That was a loud one. Looks like the guy doesn't want to talk. That was a long one as well, Jesus. Okay, let's keep looking. A piece of rubber? I didn't notice this before. You take the piece of rubber and put it in your pajama pocket. Yeah, I think I know what this is. It's a balloon. There we go. You wrap the lip of the balloon around the nozzle of the dispenser. Fill it up and tie it. There you go. And we can use this to float to the roof, interestingly enough. What is down here? The floor on top of the building is spotless. The only exit other than down is to the right. Hundreds of poorly built apartment complexes stretch off in the gloomy night sky. Strange. What do we have here? The center of the rooftop is as clean as ever. A power generator is to your right, and the door is before you. I'm assuming it's locked. It's not. Have I actually found a locked door before? I don't think I have, except for buffs. Ooh. What is wrong with this place? A plate glass window fills the north wall. Outside the window, you can see the entire city. The room is a complete mess. Papers lie all over the floor. Reading each page revels it to be sheets from a Bible. Someone's not very happy, and you have an awful feeling it's you. Poems by Jessica Graven. Can I take it? You flip to a page that's folded. It reads, moonlit waters reflecting the times past, gray clouded skies showing a dismal future. Never wanting to leave the cocoon of security that envelopes the bright soul that lives within. Scared of taking flight into the sky of morning brightness. Sheltering freedom that came from trying hardships. Can you imagine the fear of failure when you learn you cannot love? Sounds more than a bit grim, if I'm being honest. Coffee cup full of pencils. Can I take one? You have no use whatsoever. Okay. So what am I doing here? The quote on this paper looks familiar. Psalm 23. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. There's something else. A cross on a chain. It burns your neck, you hastily pocket it. Are we supposed to be a vampire? The cross is finely crafted from the best gold you've ever seen, however it won't go around your neck. There's something seriously wrong with Tyler. Jesus. Is he like supposed to be evil? They did like talk about the coming of the evil one, which supposedly is our fall, and I think I'm supposed to use this cross right here. You hold the cross in the sunlight, and the refraction creates a pattern. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. This is not a happy, fun place. The field is made up of soft blue grass, now stained with spots of blood. Hundreds, if not thousands of people impaled on sticks. The entire scene looks like a giant forest from afar. Occasionally, you see one twitch or sway, as if it was alive. Yeah, this is actually not a very happy, fun game. This is a very grim game. As far as the subject matter goes, as far as I can tell. The sunset ignites the late afternoon sky, creating gorgeous patterns of reds and yellows. Hey, buddy. Although this scene is very eerie, you feel a sense of peace, almost as if this dream is coming to an end. Strange. Terry, your best friend in the whole world, stands knee-deep in the field. Can I talk to him? Terry, buddy, what are you doing? Just wandering around. Odd place, is it not? All these animals, buildings, and people. I mean, this is supposed to be a dream, right? I don't know, I think it is, but can I ask you, what are you doing in my dream? I thought it was mine. Don't tell me you're not a figment of my imagination. You're dreaming this too. This is very weird. I hope I find a way out of here soon. I'll call you when I wake up, okay? Yeah, sure thing, Terry. I guess we can get out of here since we do have a key, and I'm assuming the key goes to the thing. There we go. That's supposed to be Tyler, I assume. He's fallen. Right back into bed, and it seems like he has a guest. What do we do now? Is this not gonna continue, or do the screens just take a fairly long time to sort of pass through? Yeah, there we go. You remain awake for the remainder of the night, with the horrible feeling of being watched. The next day, Terry calls you over to show you something he found behind your fort, a ceramic unicorn key. And there we go, that's episode 1 of Dare to Dream. I guess I'll continue this. I've always wanted to know how this story ends. I've only ever seen like this first part.